First resin cast pieces we're going to fit are these raised panels. You can see this one rocks a little bit, so what we want to do is sand the bottom of it. This one also is an L, that's marked left as you look at the model. Take the sandpaper on a flat surface, and if you want to preserve the manicure, you may want to wear gloves. You're just lightly sanding that back surface. The goal here is to make sure this top edge of the casting is flush with the plywood. And to test that, the reason it's going to be flush is there's a piece of trim that gets glued over this joint, so you don't want that trim rocking. So you can see that ruler is still getting hung up on there, so that means the top edge, you can put more pressure in the top edge of the casting and just keep gradually sanding some away. And it's kind of sand and fit. So not quite yet. I think this paper is what? That's a 100 grit sandpaper. It feels like it's getting closer. That's pretty good. A little bit in this area. And you can focus your pressure in the areas that need it. That's pretty good. And then when I get it in the neighborhood, I'll just sand the whole piece. Even pressure, just so it doesn't rock. That's pretty nice. We're not too concerned about this edge here because molding is going to go alongside. It's not going to overlap like it will on the top. We'll do the same on this side. The next thing you want to check is the fit on the sides. Same thing, you can take something like a ruler or a piece of wood, say it is getting hung up. You want this edge flush. So you take that, you just take a few light strokes on the sandpaper, and your finger can kind of tell. Now I'll sand the other side a little bit. We're taking the tiny amount off, but I want both sides of the panel to be symmetrical. And I think that's a good fit. No longer getting hung up. Same with this side. This side actually seems to fit pretty well. After these two pieces are glued in, the edges will get spackled with your favorite spackling compound. For many years we used liquid nails for gluing dissimilar materials, such as glass to wood or wood to metal, resin to wood. Allison discovered a new glue from Loctite. It's called Clear Power Grab, and it has proven to be very strong, easy to use, water cleanup, and it's paintable. So we're using this now to glue our resin castings onto the wood.
And non-stinky.
And non-stinky. You don't need a lot of this glue. It does fill gaps though. You know, you can build this up a little bit. It has body, like the liquid nails. And this will grab, and they claim about 10 seconds or so, or you can reposition up to 10 or 15 minutes, something like that. But again, we'll use the CA glue to hold it in place. Now with the liquid nails, a lot of times we glue it, lift it up, and transfer that glue. And we're doing a similar process with this, just to spread out the glue. And that probably would be adequate, but I don't want to bump into it and move it. You see how the glue transferred onto the wood. But I'm going to use a little bit of the CA, again, as a finish nail, and it's going to help hold this in place till the Loctite sets up. Now we can install the panel on the right side. So you've got some real nice coverage on that piece. Next step is the egg and dart molding.